After a few weeks of really sitting back and thinking about what the LA Chargers have done, I've become obsessed. I think they have made some really good moves, specifically to the offense, adding a guy like Mekhi Becton to that offensive line, alongside Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, Bradley Bozeman. Don't forget about Zion Johnson, and then you bring in Andre James as well. But it doesn't stop there. You also sign a tight end in Tyler Conklin that allows you to be extremely flexible in this year's NFL draft. You add a running back in Najee Harris, which once again adds that flexibility where you don't need to go out and get a running back in the early day 1 or day 2 of the draft. You also bring in a wide receiver at Mike Williams, which again adds versatility, a dynamic that you don't need to go out and draft a wide receiver. And in this video, what I wanted to do is kind of break down some of these additions, but more importantly, right, halfway through the video, we're going to start talking about potential draft picks that these Chargers might just land. And now with the versatility of being able to draft best player available instead of drafting a need, this could be huge, man. I'm excited. Comment down below a letter grade of the offseason and a player you think they should draft. Let's dive in. Now, first things first, look at this. Last season, they ranked about 27th in the NFL when it came to yards per carry. Also ranked about 14th in the NFL in rushing touchdowns per game and 20th in the NFL in rush yards per game as well. The one area this team desperately needed to improve in the most was establishing that run game, and they did something to help that right away. Mekhi Becton, I mean, this dude is an absolute mauler at 6'7", 363 pounds, only 25 years old. You're getting someone with really good potential and the ability to just be a difference maker when it comes to run blocking. I mean, this was the 19th best guard in football last season when it came to run blocking grade, and this is massive. He also was, serviceable in the pass game. Needs to be a little bit better, but I think alongside Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater and whoever the center is, whether it's Bradley Bozeman or Andre James, this is a guy that's going to fit into the system pretty much right away, and I cannot be more excited for this addition, specifically with Najee Harris in the backfield. Now, my favorite thing about the Najee Harris signing is, again, right, we talked about it a little while ago, the ability to not be forced to draft a running back in the early rounds, right? You still have a guy in Hassan Haskins that they like, Kamani Vidal, Jared Patterson, but most importantly, Najee is a guy that's been consistent, he's been healthy, and he's been reliable. 4 straight seasons with 1,000 yards rushing with a bad offensive line in front of him. I think that goes to show how dynamic he is as a running back in terms of being able to be patient but also consistent as well. I love Najee, especially behind this offensive line, and yeah, people say he hasn't been that first round running back type of talent, but man, you put him behind this Chargers offensive line, I would not be surprised at all if this dude goes for 1,500 yards and 11 touchdowns. I would not be surprised one bit. And also, again, that flexibility of not needing to draft the running back in the first round. I wouldn't be surprised at all, guys, if Jim Harbaugh said, you know what, let's go get Donovan Edwards, the guy that was going to be a first-round pick before last season, had a really bad year, but spent a lot of time under Jim Harbaugh. Who would be surprised if he comes out here and dominates for the LA Chargers? I wouldn't. Another guy I want to briefly talk about here, we got Tyler Conklin, man. This dude is, again, just a piece to add to your offense. Doesn't force you to take a tight end in the first round if you don't want to, and also gives you a day 1 starter at the tight end position, or even a mentor or a backup. It doesn't really matter. This guy has been established. He's reliable, really good pass catcher, and he can make plays in open space. Look at this route here by him over the middle of the field. He's going to act like he's running a stick, get the linebacker to bite up, boom! Break his ankles kind of, and then get down the field for a nice, 18, 19, 23-yard pickup. I don't know what it was, but really good pickup here. Tyler Conklin, another guy I love because it doesn't force you to take a tight end in the first round if you don't want to. And then you bring back Mike Williams. Guys, I am pumped about this signing. Mike Williams, again, adds that flexibility where they don't need to go out and draft a wide receiver in the first round now that you have Mike Williams, lad, and now, or also Quentin Johnson as well. But look at this play here. This is the things I missed about him, right? Quentin Johnson is developing into this type of guy, but a 50-50 ball guy that makes this 60-40, and look at this, right? already has that chemistry with Justin Herbert, snags that thing one hand on the sideline and brings it in. This guy is a difference maker. Oh man, I'm just so excited about what they're doing right now. And when you look at the overall makeup of this team right now, you add 4, potentially 5 day one starters to the team with not only Mike Williams, Mekhi Becton, Tyler Conklin, Najee Harris, but also Andre James, right? He could be a day one starter for them. We'll see what happens with Bradley Bozeman. But guys, I am absolutely hyped up. But before we deep dive any further into what they could do next in the NFL draft to make this offense even better, outside of potentially drafting Donovan Edwards in the 6th or 7th round as a running back, make sure you guys do me a big favor. I need you guys to hit that like button if you want more of these Chargers breakdowns, but more importantly, comment down below P2, okay? This will help me understand that you guys are enjoying the videos and want more going forward. And lastly, make sure you guys subscribe, man. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family. And with that being said, let's kind of dive right back into some more film. Also, like I said, comment down below one player you think they should think about drafting in the 1st round. Let's dive back in. Now, the way I want to do this was show you guys what would happen. Let's just say the NFL draft was today and it looked like this, right? Cam Ward, Mason Graham, that would not happen. This is definitely going to be Travis Hunter. You could see Abdul Carter, Shedeur Sanders here, but this doesn't really matter. Like, let's get down to where the Chargers pick, right? Now, there are some really good guys here. Wide receiver, tight end, running back. Again, running back's not a necessity right now, so I would throw that out. They're not going to take a running back in the 1st round, but I would definitely look at wide receiver, running back, and maybe D-line. Now, I want to keep this an offensive-minded video. If you want the defensive version, we can break that down as well. The one guy that stands out to me, right, is Colston Loveland, okay? Not only did he play at Michigan with Jim Harbaugh, but this is a guy that is a difference maker, man. In every single statistical category that you can think of, this guy is a beast, okay? And if he ends up going to the Chargers, I would absolutely love it. An absolute dog, was recruited out of high school by Jim Harbaugh already. He knows who he is as a person. He knows who he is as a worker. He knows he's got that mentality. I would run to the podium for a guy like Colston Loveland, not only to be a day one starter, but mentored by Tyler Conklin. I would put my pick in right away. However, if you wanted to get a little bit different here, a guy I really, really like, and he's still here, Emeka Egbuka. Guys, if you go through Ohio State's wide receivers in the NFL, they're studs. Absolute difference makers, right? Emeka Egbuka, he's got everything you want as a wide receiver. Literally everything. I feel like he's being slept on right now. But this is another guy that I would not be surprised at all if they're like, hey, you know what? Let's go get Emeka Egbuka. 6'1", 205 pounds. Again, 82.4 receiving grade according to PFF last season. Absolute dog. However, okay, what I'm going to do here for the Chargers, real quickly, I'm going to take Colston Loveland. Okay, I just want to show you one thing. So we drafted Colston Loveland in the 1st round. 2nd round comes, if you still want a receiver, there's names here. Kyle Williams, Trey Harris. Dude, Trey Harris is really goddamn good, man. 6'3", 210 pounds. Absolute unit. Has been consistent. Wasn't a late breakout. Has been breaking out over the past couple of years now. I'm excited about this dude. I'm really excited. I mean, he's got 3 years with 900 yards. Right? 10 touchdowns back in 2022. 8 touchdowns in 2023, 7 touchdowns in 2024, but just feels like he's getting better and better and better each and every single year. This is a guy that I am pumped about. And again, if you're able to add a guy like him, you would love it. Anyone would love it. But outside of that, there's guys here on defense, right? If you wanted to go a different direction, maybe you wanted to head D-line, right? Omar Norman Lott out of Tennessee. Interesting prospect. You got some edge guys. You can take Cam Scatterbo, Dylan Sampson. My God, is this guy quick? Travion Henderson. There's some guys here, okay? So if you're nervous about maybe taking a tight end in the 1st round, I would not be. I really would not be. There's a lot of guys here. Josiah Stewart. Oh, man. I mean, it is amazing. Now, specifically what I would do in this situation, you guys might disagree, but I would take Trey Harris all day, every day. I really would. And I may be wrong about this, but And then let's just see what they can do in the 3rd round for names. Now, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think. Oh my god, Kevin Winston's still there. Andrew, oh dude. There's some safeties here that I absolutely love. Now, obviously, with Derwin James and Alohi Gilman, probably wouldn't do that. You do need maybe corner. You could use corner. I don't love Donte Jackson. But guys, I'm telling you, Chargers are in a really good spot here, depending on how the draft pans out. Kobe Bryant, Jacob Parrish is all right. No one I really love here at the DB position. But again, you guys understand what I'm saying. A lot of things that they can do here. Let me know what you guys think they should do. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. If you want a full mock draft video, comment down below mock draft. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.